Hi, my name is Charlie Hollyfield, and I will be presenting my persuasive speech on organ donation. Imagine your mother, father, significant other, or even your own child lying in a hospital bed for months on end, waiting for an organ that they need to survive. Now imagine them passing away due to a limited supply of organ donations. According to the U.S. government information on organ donation and transplantation, 17 people die each day waiting for an organ transplant, and 8,000 people die each year in the U.S. because organs are not donated in time. If you have ever wanted to make an impact in someone's life by doing something simple, signing up to be an organ donor is your chance. In this speech, I want to express to you why the limited supply of organ donations is a problem, how to become an organ donor, and how much of a difference you can make if you become an organ donor. Let's start by looking at the problem. The problem is that there are not enough people registered to donate their organs. DonorNetworkWest.org states 95% of Americans are in favor of being a donor, but only 58% are actually registered. These statistics also vary by state. For example, only 12.7% of registered donors in New York are registered donors in New York, and 500 people died last year waiting for an organ, according to the data from the Organ and Transplantation Network. The U.S. Department of Health and Human Services also states, despite advances in medicine and technology and increased awareness of organ donation and transplantation, the gap between supply and demand continues to widen. Even though organ donations and transplants have increased over the recent years, more donations are needed to ensure patients have a chance to receive a transplant. Many people are hesitant to become donors because of mistrust in medical professionals, superstitions, and of course the media. Tiffany Wynn states in her 2014 article on The Atlantic that studies have also shown that the less people trust medical professionals, the less likely they are to donate. There are also some people that believe making plans for your death will bring it about prematurely. Media also portrays TV shows such as Grey's Anatomy, House, and Chicago Med as realistic. The more realistic people see these shows, the more they are influenced into medical mistrust. Now that we have addressed the problem, let's discuss what you can do to get involved. Don't believe everything that you see in the media regarding donation and transplantation. Chances are that they got it wrong. There are several ways to donate organs and tissues while you are still alive, but most donations occur after the donor has passed away. The U.S. government information on organ donation and transplantation states that nearly 6,000 living donations take place each year. The most common form of living organ donations are among friends and family. Living donors are allowed to donate one kidney, one lung, or a portion of their liver, pancreas, or intestine. For someone to become a deceased donor, they have to die in specific circumstances. For instance, only after a brain death has been confirmed and the time of death has been recorded can organ donation become a possibility. The U.S. government information on organ donation and transplantation also states the Organ Procurement and Transplantation Network operates the national database of all patients living in the U.S. waiting for a transplant. The network matches the donor's organs and potential recipients. There are many factors taken into consideration when matching organs from deceased donors to potential recipients, such as blood type, body size, severity of patient's medical condition, distance between donor's hospital and patient's hospital, the patient's waiting time, and whether or not the patient is available. Once all of these things have been carefully considered, each available organ is offered to the best matched patient. One of the many challenges to overcome in organ donation and transplantation is actually being registered. As I have previously stated, 95% of Americans are in favor of being an organ donor, but only 58% are registered. Registration is beneficial, as it gives patients a better chance at receiving an organ that they desperately need. It also removes the burden of making a decision about organ donation from the family. There are many myths and misconceptions about organ donation that create barriers to registration, but there are various educational materials available so that you can make an informed decision. Another challenge that may arise is telling your family that you are thinking about or have decided to become an organ donor. Some families may not understand your reasons for becoming an organ donor, but you should explain that you will be giving over 50 people a second chance at life. They should also be informed that no donations are taken until the next of kin or immediate family signs a release or consent form. The hospital then chooses certain organs or all that can possibly be used. Donations can help people that suffer from organ failures, blindness, burns, and bone and heart defects. You should then persuade your own family to learn more about organ donation and make a decision. Now let's see how your organs can impact someone's life. The US HRSA also states that there are 107,000 men, women, and children on the National Transplant waiting list as of February 2021. Another person is added to this list every 9 minutes. Each organ donor can save up to 8 lives, and each tissue donor can enhance the lives of many more. Your organ donation can change or save the lives of so many people by allowing them to return to a normal lifestyle. For example, those who receive an eye or a tissue transplant, it means giving them back eyesight and freedom from immobility and pain. When you choose to donate your organs or tissue, not only are you helping the recipient, but you are helping the friends and family from having to suffer from the loss of a loved one. If one organ donation can save up to 8 lives, why wouldn't you make a difference in someone's life? Now that I've explained the problem and the need for more organ donors, I hope you feel the urge to want to help. Registering to become an organ donor is something that you can do right now. You can register at www.organdonor.gov or stop by your local DMV. As we all know how the DMV can be, registering online only takes a few minutes, as all you will need is some identification information and your driver's license or ID photo number. Wouldn't you want someone to help you in a time of need? I know I would. Please remember this and consider all of the information that I have given you today when you are making your decision. Be a donor, be a hero. Thank you.